breaking news, and honestly, when this breaking news came out, I was filled with dread. I was filled with sadness because he may not be a savior for a lot of things, but maybe one of the free speech saviors. Elon Musk said his deal to buy Twitter was on hold. Now, what the reason he put it on hold is a reason that I think we can all say, if you've been experiencing Twitter for the last 20 so years, it's been available, 15 years, you know it, you love it. There are a lot of bots on there. There's a lot of not real people. The Twitter deal is temporarily on hold, pending details supporting calculation that spam/fake accounts do indeed represent less than 5% of users. So Will essentially saying, before I dump an overpriced, I'm already going in with an overvaluation offer. Before I do that, let's make sure that the people on here are actually real.
I've personally never made a $44 billion purchase, but when there's large corporate purchases, things like that happen. There is due diligence that you go through to make sure that the asset you're buying actually has value and that what is put forward publicly is accurate. Now, when he's responding to this report that Twitter filed saying that the spam or false accounts represented fewer than 5% of its monetizable daily active users in the first quarter. What Elon Musk is then saying, because I think he probably believes that number is couched in some language from Twitter. Right, that they're trying to make it look a lot better than maybe it is. Because as we know, there are a lot of bots and a lot of spam accounts that are on Twitter. So he wants to make sure that whatever they're putting down in that filing is a true representation of the amount of real people on Twitter before he goes and drops $44 billion.
Here's a bit of a conversation from Fox News earlier with Brian Kilmeade and Charles Payne.
5% does not seem like a lot. What do you think he's getting at?
Brian, let's say you went to your local grocer and you wanted to buy 100 eggs, for a good price. And you said, listen, I'll pay you now for 100 eggs. How many are broken? And the guy says, well, 5% or less. So, okay, I'll give you X amount of money. Then you buy them and find out, no, it's 10% of them are broken. Sort of the same kind of thing here. How much is Twitter worth if a large degree of the actual, accounts, it's worth what its accounts are, right? It's worth what the eyeballs are. It's worth what the daily average user account is if most of them are fake. And not most of them, but a large percentage. I think it's well over 5%. I think really what's going on here is Elon Musk is probably trying to get a better price.
Remember, there's a lot of this too. Businesses that pay for fake accounts to then go after conservatives, and look, that's on all media. I'm not even going to say that. There are sports products that are made or TV products where there are thousands of bots that are made to go after them, because this is sort of the modern, technological entertainment warfare, if you will, and political warfare. It's not just done in a very clean-cut, easy way to understand. And obviously you have all the international things. You have the Chinese government, you have the Russian government.
He also did say that he's still committed to the acquisition. Mm-hmm. But I think what's different now is when you see an eccentric billionaire like Elon Musk, most people, when they're doing due diligence phases of corporate purchases, they're not publicly tweeting about hey, you know what? I'm pausing for a minute. We got to go through this filing, make sure it's on the up and up. But that's what we're seeing here. So a lot of people on the left were like, aha, maybe we will keep our precious Twitter. But it is a part of the natural buying process.
If it comes out that there are a significant, obviously, percentage of people that are on there that are not legitimate, over 5% or whatever it is, and he pulls out of this, I think Twitter tanks. I think it already was. Essentially, though there are millions of people who use it, clearly, it had become a dead platform for really conversation, for speech. I quit using it. I know most people had quit using it.
What does this mean for satire accounts? Would they be considered spam or not a real person? And that is an interesting comment, but I think that for the most part, if it's a satire account that's creating genuine content, not just used to go and be an army of bots that go after certain posts or to
I think maybe just misunderstanding what a bot is. We're not talking about a news source or a satire page or something that's made with intent. A lot of these are accounts that are made for destruction, are accounts that are made for disinformation, or they're made for a lot of problems. They're not real people. Or even if they are real people, they are paid to cause trouble. Or you have, again, spam bots, stuff like, if you've ever look at any celebrity's responses or Instagram page. Instagram's the best way. You'll see that when a celebrity posts, within about a minute, there's about 20 people trying to get you to invest in some form of fake cryptocurrency. Because those are spam accounts. They are not real people. These are bots that are created to comment immediately when a verified account or someone with prominence posts. That's more what we're talking about.